Woo! That's a lot of tile. So welcome back to the channel, guys. I have a bottom farm that is just horrible and sits horribly wet. And so I ordered close to 70,000 feet of tile, and we are gonna tile that sucker because it's gonna improve yield a ton on that bottom farm. So we got a whole mess of stuff like we're moving around. We were bringing excavators. We ran a mini excavator to do some digging. We brought Spencer's big excavator down, and then a semi truck, custom hauler, just went to pick up Ben, Iowan Farmer's quad track. And then we're gonna bring his tile plow behind Spencer's pickup up, and then he's gonna haul his little tractor up to pull the strainer cart. And so it's kind of a mess of stuff going around right now, but we're gonna head on like 90 miles south of here to Ben's farm. It's kind of a fiasco of stuff, and I'm trying to make sure we got all of our tile and fittings and all that stuff, so it'll be a fun next couple of days here. It'll be fun. You ready to go, big trucker?
It'd be really nice if every day was like this.
Yes.
And there was no snow on the ground.
Yeah.
The snow's gonna melt and now it's gonna get greasy.
It makes it fun.
I understand.
The 8110 may be down. That thing is, I think there's an exhaust leak on that. We're gonna fire it up again. I didn't get good luck at that thing, but it would be nice to have that tractor as a pull tractor when we're pulling mains. Otherwise, we'll use Spencer's excavator to pull the quad track also. Ready to rock and roll. Here we come, Ben. Come on, Ben. You kind of hired like an Uber, put a hitch on the Uber and hold this stuff up here. Yeah, we made it to Ben's. We got Ben loading the quad track up. We'll see if this fits. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good. We were deciding if we have to put extensions on, but we should be fine. Pause. Guys, I'm really sorry about like the dirt on the camera lens. I kept wiping the outside thinking it was like dirt on the outside. It's actually like inside the camera lens, like dust is getting inside of there. So it's gonna be for the next two videos, there's gonna be kind of dirt on there. I apologize, I'm gonna get it fixed right now. I got the plow behind me, Spencer's truck here. This thing is nice, this dude is nice, give all the weight and stuff. This plow, it seems like it doesn't weigh a lot until you get going up a hill, and then you gotta really step into it, so. Braking's pretty good though on this thing. The thing you got to watch out for is the wheels. Ben says they like to kind of chuckle when you get to like 50 mile an hour. So we're kind of keeping her between 45, 50. There's some guys actually putting that in tile right over there too. And there comes the last of the crew. Spence already made it back and we got the quad track delivered. I just showed up. Ben's rolling in. Ben's been on the channel before, Iowan Farmer. I don't know what video it was, but so he's gonna pull the tile. Me, Spencer, my dad, Buck. You guys might know him, Buck. We're gonna be doing all the labor, and then I think a couple guys from Soil Max are coming out too. And we're gonna install some mains tomorrow here, just getting all set up. Iowan Farmer YouTube channel, tile business.
Yep.
You do sell seed.
Yep.
Do it all.
Nope, keep him busy.
Yeah. So Ben, I think he bought a Somax plow 2 years ago, and he's been doing a couple of small custom jobs and then doing his own, so told him to come over here. It is crazy cold out here. The wind's like 20 mile an hour. The shop's gonna feel so nice, even though we don't have heat. It'll just be out of the wind. Okay, we're gonna back the plow in, and then we gotta switch out boots here. And then Ben will back the quad track in right behind me. Okay, so it's the next morning, we're going here. Ben's got the quad, and I'm gonna take the little tractor, tile tractor. We're running strands of 8-inch down there to get ready here. It's cold, it's like, feels like 1 degree or 0 degrees, so it's good though because the ground's gonna be frozen. Ben will have traction, Spencer will have traction with the excavator, so it's actually nice that it's cold. Okay, so how that tile cart works is we're going back for one more 8-inch. So I just tilt it And then drop her out. And then you can tilt it back up. Makes it super handy for grabbing tile. And you got this little remote here, it just goes up and down, it's electronic. So really, you can put this tile card on anything. A lot of people use pickups. You ready to roll, Buck?
Uh-huh.
This is Buck. He works on my other YouTube channel. He's helping us for the weekend here.
So Spence and Grant rented a little Bobcat, 12,000 pound machine. I think it's like a 50 or something, I don't know. To use Spence's big link belt's back over there, but the bucket's too big to be doing start holes. You can honestly do it, but I think you'd crush the pipe with the weight of the machine. So a little excavator for the start holes. I think Spence is going to be digging all the start holes, but I am going to go work on an outlet while Spence clears a few more trees.
Okay, so some of you guys might be wondering what we're doing out here. Let me kind of explain the tile and stuff. So what we got is we got like 27 rolls of plastic pipe. That is 8-inch plastic pipe right there. That is gonna be what we call our main. And that's gonna be one line that runs kind of along this tree line out here. And we're gonna connect all of our center lines out of the field that run up and down the field to this one main line that's then gonna dump right where Ben's digging. He's digging the outlet right now for that. And so what we're trying to do here is literally just drain the excess moisture. We're gonna put those lines at about 3 foot, and the water level right now, honestly, most of the summer on this ground, I can't say, but it's probably at like 2 foot or something like that. And when you get a bunch of water and a bunch of rain, the water level's like 2 foot deep or something, and the roots can't get down deep because they can't go through just standing water below ground, and so they just kind of stop there. And that's what happened this summer, is we were super wet early this summer. Roots, when the corn was growing, the roots didn't go deep, and then we got dry in the summer and we didn't have deep roots to get any moisture out, and this field literally made like 80 bushel an acre. So I think on this ground, tile's gonna do extremely well. So we're putting this at 30 foot centers, which means every 30 feet we're gonna have a line running up down the field. Most guys, most farmers would be like, man, that is crazy, it's a lot of money for tile at 30 foot. But that 30 foot in this tight of heavy soil, this is like black heavy soil, it's really good dirt. The one thing is you have to drain this dirt pretty much, otherwise it just performs horribly. Like I said, this corn on corn this year made 80 bushels. The dry ground up there made 230 bushel an acre. So it's like, and it's the same CSR2 score, so it's like this ground should easily be able to make 230 to 260 at least once it has tile underneath it. So that's what we're shooting for. One of the things, misconceptions, it seems like tile would just literally flood out people downstream. It doesn't do that. One, because we're slowly releasing water, and so if you think about a big rain event that happens all at once, usually what happens is there's a lot of flooding because it's just running off fields and stuff like that. If we have tile and we have our water table before that big rain event comes fairly low, we can get a lot more water to soak into the ground and just hold in our fields during a big rain event, instead of our soils before a big rain event saying being pretty darn saturated. We get a big rain event, all that water just washes off, runs into creeks. You get erosion that way, so tile helps reduce erosion, and you get less flooding, because what will happen is that big rain event, say we get 5-6 inches of rain, most of that's gonna try and sit in that soil, and it's just slowly gonna release a ½ inch per day to get down there. So you won't get as big a flash flood. So this is really gonna help out this ground. We got about 23 acres here. This is honestly the worst stuff. It's good dirt, but it sits so wet. And then we got a 2 acre, a 10 acre piece, and then a like 20 or 30 acre piece. And then on top of that, to get this done, I had to do a wetland survey, or I forgot what you call it, wetland determination, see if there's any wetlands. So I talked with the specialists. There are no wetlands out here, so we're not draining any wetlands or anything like that. There's probably some wetlands around here, but it's not this stuff. So we're good there. So let's get to it. Those guys are working there. We'll help them. This is gonna be like a 3 or 4 day project. It's gonna take a while. So what we're doing for this first outlet is bucks down there, legs are in it. Make sure we have depth. This first 40 foot is gonna be 2 little 20-foot stick pipes that we're just gonna lay to get out of this. Those are non-perforated, which means they don't have little holes in them that take up water. And then from there, it's gonna be a perforated 8-inch main that runs about 60 foot out there is what we're gonna do. And so Ben's not gonna put the tile plow for the first 40 foot. So we gotta know we're in good grade, we're on water downhill. The biggest thing, just run your water downhill. Almost simple as that. Seems complicated, but that's all it is.
They trusted me with a stick.
He's got the stick. Okay, so I've been running errands all over. These are animal guards, so animals don't go up in the outlet. And so I forgot those. Ben pre-ripped, so he's gonna be ready to pull this tile. We got Ryan from Soil Max in with Ben. We had a little issues with our tile plan, and he got it all fixed up. So he's gonna rip this main here. We're gonna get him hooked up with 8-inch, and we're gonna go. So we got that strung out right there. That is our 8-inch main. We thought for sure we'd need Spencer's excavator on the front. Ben did a little test and he's pulling her just fine through here. So that's really good. Okay, here we go. We're staying on the pipe. Ben's gonna pull her. Oh, oh my God.
The quad sat too long, melted, snow and stuff, and basically turned itself into a sheet of ice underneath the track, so we just spun immediately. Need a hook now. All right, just keep that cable out of my tracks. Just follow the middle. You're good to go, Spence. We're ready.
What's going on?
Well, right here's a dip, so we can't get through the dip. And so we're literally spinning like crazy. Spencer's digging, trying to get through it. If we can get through this little dip, it's going through there, it looks like. The problem is the bucket's really good for getting you out of like when you're completely stuck, but if you try and grab it as you're going, it completely stops both Ben and Spencer for a second, and that stops all momentum. So Spence can't tell if he's going, if his tracks are spin, or if they're actually going because of how slow we're going up in the excavator. So I'm trying to kind of guide him along, tell him to grab the bucket or not to grab the bucket, depending on if he's spinning or not. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Jeez. Just pull. There you go. Yep.
We made it to about 56 inches and then started ice skating and really had to drag our way out. Really had to drag our way out.
Holy crap, there goes the last. What do you guys think?
That was the hardest pull I've ever done. It's really good, but it's like, once we got going, as soon as it's like your excavator takes its power away from its track. Yeah. So whenever your bucket would, like, I'd stop and then you'd have to re-drag me. So at one point it was like, man, we were so close to moving.
So we're gonna dig another outlet here. This is a small piece. It kind of sucks to drain it because you don't have too longer runs and stuff. But you know it's kind of nice when you have longer runs. Too bad there wasn't a creek there because then we could go way across there. This is where our lowest point is, and so basically for our tile plans I use FlowX, which is a SoilMax app, and you put in where you want all your outlets, all your field information, everything. You got like a questionnaire you got to submit, and then you got to do an 811 call, make sure there's no gas or utilities or anything through here, and then engineer designer comes up with the plan for you. And then if you don't like it, you can kind of just say, hey, I don't like it, change this, and they'll change it for you. And it actually worked out pretty darn good. And so here's kind of the tile plan we got going. This is where Ben was digging, outlet M1. And that's where we're gonna run our outlet, the blue and red, along there. And then right here, we're right here where outlet M4 is. And this shows, okay, based off of the typography map, this is the lowest point. So we're gonna put our outlet right here. It's kind of a little gully, it washes out a little bit, but tile's gonna help fix that. We maybe put a little blocker there, but this is gonna be where we put our next outlet. It's kind of a creek, it runs right along here. And this is the lowest point in the field, so this is where they suggested to put the outlet. And then what's kind of nice with FlowX, you get all your, this is how much 4-inch I need, this is how much 6-inch I need, and this is how much 8-inch tile I need. It's pretty darn nice. So this is what we're going off of right now. Okay, we're getting started the next morning now. We honestly, if we wouldn't have struggled on that first thing, we would have got all of our mains in already. So those guys last night, they dug out the rest. I finished filling that. This morning I went for a parts run. We had to get one more 20-foot stick. And then we have 2 main poles here, and they're gonna be, well, one's honestly one of our longest pole, but the other's pretty quick. So then after that, once we get our mains in, those guys are gonna switch out boots. And Ben's auto steer isn't working on his quad right now. What I'm gonna have to do is take the 6430, we got GPS on it, and I'm gonna basically just go mark our lines out there. He's got like a little homemade ripper thing, and those are gonna be our lines that we follow when we're putting in our laterals. We'll just get a little more than 200. Okay, we're gonna get going. We're gonna pull in this first main of the day here. The goal is to pull them before the ground kind of thaws out, because yesterday we were having a lot of trouble. So if we can pull it in this morning, how do you think the pull is gonna go?
Should go good. So as long as the ground's frozen, we'll pull a lot better. You know, did you tell them about yesterday when?
They saw it yesterday.
Well, yeah, yesterday when we were slipping. But yesterday we were, I pitched in the plow and I could pull, when the ground was frozen, I could pull 60 inches by myself.
Yep.
Without a hook. And then you just get a little bit of slime up on top after the sun starts to melt a little bit of frost. You're just ice skating. So we should hopefully, like last night, last pull we did,
Smooth. Yeah.
Because the ground started to firm back up.
And this isn't as deep as the first run, right?
No, we won't get as deep as the first run. The first run had the deepest, hardest pull we had.
That was fun.
Yeah. This one will be 46, 48 inches the entire run.
Okay.
So we're in good shape.
Not too bad. Let's roll.
So this here's the difference in between having a little bit of slop on top and not having it. Actually, probably don't even need Spence on the front of me right now. We just be able to pull it right in. It's going good. Just once you get that little bit of thaw on top of the little bit of frost, you can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere at all.
Okay, so we got all the mains installed. This was the last one we did today. Came right down here. And there's also another main we didn't tie them together that came right down here. Then we have 2 sticks dumping here. And then Spence completely rebuilt this berm back up to kind of hold back the water, build back the creek a little higher. And then it'll look like this pipe is really far underground, but that's because we're gonna be standing up on the berm here. And there, those 2 outlets come out right there, and those are dumping. Well guys, I think that's gonna be it for the first couple of days of tiling. Otherwise, if I don't end this video, I'm gonna end up turning into like a 6 or 7 day video, because I'd say we still got like 6 or 7 days left. Yeah, but it's been fun. I think the real work's about to start though with the laterals. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.